Leo, this is your 2025 reading for the year. Let's get into it. So at the bottom we have the Lenormand, we have the Rider, which is the first card in the Lenormand, and it talks about beginning a journey. And at the bottom of the tarot deck that I'm using, I think it's the Hanson Roberts, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So this can talk about dating, can talk about the comings and goings of friends. I can talk about a few different things, but there's like some news or communication that is emotionally charged. I won't say charged because it's not really like, it's not like aggressive, or it might be, but there's a holding back, or there's a falling out, or there's it maybe isn't fully being expressed. This can also be like feeling a bit shy as well, which is not really your thing. So I'm wondering if it's somebody else. Yeah, I don't know. There's like the potential for putting yourself out there in regards to like, you know, freeing yourself up from feeling like bound to something in your life. Maybe it's fears of being showcased, of being seen by others for whatever reason. Okay? So I don't know. I know somebody said recently that the mic is not loud enough, so I'm trying to stay close without getting distracted. So let's just start off because that's kind of a weird energy, and I'm trying to like get a grasp on it. You at your center focus are going to be like thinking a lot about spirituality. You're going to be thinking a lot about any burdens that you have mentally, getting clear on anything that's been a struggle in your life. And you're going to be mentally kind of getting a good grip on that. How you think, how you communicate. If there's been any challenges with that, I see that, and I do see some sort of depression, maybe, that like mental anguish. More so like, not necessarily mental anguish, more like, not malaise. It's more like a numbness, like an inability to see or feel that things will change, right? And I think that maybe it's because there might have been some situation in the past, because when I look at the past, it's the Queen of Swords in reverse with the Scythe. Now, I'm pretty sure that if you have Cancer in your chart, that you'll probably want to watch that reading, because this combo, the Scythe and the Queen of Swords in reverse, came up in Cancer's bottom of their decks. So there's got to be some kind of connection there. This could have been a romantic partner. It is in that kind of, it would have been a past romantic partner. If not a romantic partner, it was something about not being hypercritical of your creativity, the way you talk, the way you think, the way you communicate. Um, maybe, I mean, the Queen of Swords, she's like the tough one, the tough girl, right? She's been through some stuff. Um, but in reverse, maybe she hasn't dealt with all that stuff yet. She's still learning what to cut out. If this is a person, they could have been gossiping, um, saying something, or been very brash or harsh about something. If I don't, I think it's a romantic thing because I have the King of Swords so close to the Queen of Swords, and he's looking at her. She's got her back turned to him, and it could have been. I'm hearing that song "Losing My Religion" as well. I don't know how that would connect other than the scythe and the cross here. So maybe there was a difference in opinion about ideal, ideology. A big core issue maybe was a problem, or I don't know, this person, maybe it was a romantic partner, maybe it was a friend, um, somebody that would be involved in like some kind of creative circle of some kind, or some kind of leisurely activities, gal pal brunch kind of thing. They were becoming kind of harsh, and there was like this removal, this um, I don't have the whip, but it's like cutting out a burden. Somebody was being, causing some heaviness, or very very judgmental, very critical, maybe about your spiritual beliefs, maybe about something that you walk through life with that's hard. And so that was cut out, or that person leaving your life lessened, freed you up in some sort of way. Maybe they were holding you back in some sort of way. But you're getting clear on that now. You're feeling the relief of that now. Not that you emotionally haven't been hit by it, because I think that's been a big challenge for you. How you're thinking and what you're aware of is that you're going through, there are big changes on the horizon that you're aware of, and there's something about taking the lead in something, or change of the guard in some sort of way. This could have to do with work and reputation. It can also speak about your emotional state, and that you want peace. Like that you want to feel peace. You want to have a peaceful mind. You don't want to be dealing with anything that's dramatic or chaotic. The death card is about a little bit of chaos to some extent, but you're getting control of anything that's been toxic, or getting in control of yourself mentally, getting in control of how you emotionally feel, your emotional status, in regards to this situation or in general. like you want peace, you want quiet, you're aware of all this, like you're finally getting clear on how you think about things and what's important to you, really, the changes that are important that you need to make in order to obtain peace, a peaceful status in your life. You also are thinking about maybe that you're getting older, and or you're seeing that time is passing. You're thinking about how much time has passed, how much things have changed, and you're thinking about what you can and can't control, kind of serenity type situation. Okay, so what you're not aware of is that there is some sort of unforeseen injustice, or there is something that is petty, or that was petty. There is, because I just see that the clover, like somebody having fun at somebody else's expense, or somebody not being fair in regards to either finances, or it could be like maybe you're not seeing this injustice as something that actually will be lucky for you. I see that through this injustice there might be happiness actually coming your way, which is like a blessing in disguise almost. There was something that wasn't equal, that wasn't it just wasn't fair in some sort of way. It might seem little, but I think it added up over time. Like hindsight almost, but I don't know. Sometimes, like when we remove something or someone from our life that's like not working out for us, that we finally realize that it's not working out, we get more control over our lives. I think that's what it means. It's like whatever it was, whether it was you being hypercritical of yourself or someone else, or maybe you couldn't, there was something about gambling, or yeah, some kind of addiction of some kind that you cut out, having to do with pleasurable activities. Maybe that's what kind of frees you up, helps you get control over a situation. The moon and the lily up top there also speaks about psychic intuition. Like maybe you didn't have all the information in the past, but now you're getting clear, and the small things are adding up now, and you're able to see like that something was really not that great, and that it's gone for a good reason. But I think that it's going to take a little while for you to feel this way, because in the near future, I have this clouds card with the Four of Cups. They both have clouds in them. And yeah, the Four of Cups is like a gift from the divine, right? Coming out of the cloud. But this dude is like, I'm so over the status quo right now. I'm numb to everything because I'm so dissatisfied, or I'm so, I always forget this word that best describes this card. That's like, you don't care. Like, you're just like, whatever. There's some confusion or an inability to see the divine blessing in something, or the gift. And so that might be causing some depression, and the kind of depression where it's just like you're numb, you're going through the motions. Nothing seems, it's almost surreal, because everything seems like it's got a film on it. It's got like it's tainted in some sort of way. But there is something beautiful coming for you in the near future. So let's figure out what the advice is. To move away from things that are just causing you problems, and go into a situation that's more peaceful, to move yourself into a better environment, maybe, or a better position, changing your mindset, even knowing that you're now on your way to being at peace. Just confirming that for yourself is enough to like ease this dissatisfaction, this oh, it's gonna bug me so bad that I can't get the word out. Oh no. Okay, well, forget it. I'll sit here for like an hour trying to figure it out. But there's a solution. That's the solution. That's the answer. That's the key. Is moving forward, looking for happier times, having hope for happier times after a time that has been not so great. I didn't get into what's helping you in this situation, or hurting you, but I think it's helping you more. There's a circle of friends that you have. There could be some sort of, because the king and the queen are there, it's hard for me to say because it's going to be different for all of you. There is some sort of wedding for some of you that is what's causing the stress on the relationship. I don't know why, because it doesn't seem like there's any more marriage type cards. There's really no, the only love that I see is like the dissatisfaction card of the Four of Cups and the Three of Cups. I don't really see, I see a lot of walking away. I do have the Star card further down the road, and the Five of Cups, which is just like a lot of grief and letting go. And so I'm thinking that it's going to be a mixed bag this year. I think your circle of friends is getting smaller in some sort of way. I don't know why. There's a spiritual bond between you and your friends, or there's a spiritual bond that is significant. You might have met this person at a wedding or through friends, your circle of friends. this can indicate like a marriage that is in a church, you know. But with the scythe there, I feel like it's a sudden cutting away of a burden, but there's something spiritual about it. Um, maybe you're feeling very connected to somebody on a very deep level. It could be that friends are gossiping within your circle. I think it's just this one person though that's problematic. If we're talking about a friends group here. There they may be a burden on your mental, on your clarity. Um, there's something here about, yeah, like a celebration of a wedding or a friend circle that's it would obviously be different, like I said, for each one of you, so you're gonna have to put it where it belongs. But there's something here about a circle of friends and then a burden of not being able to speak your mind about something, or just feeling burdened that to a commitment, like you feel like you can't, you have to deal with this other person. That's what I'm thinking. Like there's a person that you cut off from your friend circle because of an argument or something painful that happened. And you're having to, I don't know, there's something about unity, friendship, a circle of friends, a spiritual bond between friends. This could also be like a coven, even if we're looking at it that way, because I have the moon above. Maybe this lady in the past, this Queen of Swords reversed, she's not quite out of a relationship yet, but then suddenly there is clarity and there is this impact that's had the removal of a burden. And so there is this unity that's created, this happiness, this celebration, this commitment to friendship, um, to love, to there's some kind of contract as well. So it could be a spiritual contract. If we're talking about somebody who you didn't get along with, you might feel spiritually attacked by this person. And that's what the burden has been. And you got clear about that. The lilies can be about cleansing, psychic cleansing, healing as well. It can also be about the death card and the lily and the moon, except for obviously the emperor, because that's a masculine, right? But that can be about the reproductive system, cycles, changes within the order of things. So you might be going through some physical changes with your body, your hormones, etc. I don't know why, because it's not coming up in the health house. So I don't know, mood fluctuations, but also, yeah, a peaceful emotional state, changes that lead to control of your emotional state. Yeah, like an unforeseen injustice. So if somebody was doing anything to you, um, metaphysical, physical, whatever, slandering, I see that being taken care of, like that burden is cut away. Um, reflected back. I don't know why I'm saying this, but maybe somebody will get it. If not that, then it's about two people kind of deciding, maybe they don't agree on certain types of things about their wedding of some kind. Maybe one of them, or their partnership, there's a burden that's cut out, though, so that things can move forward. Somebody could be interfering with a relationship as well from the friend circle, meddling, causing problems. Don't know, but you're getting clear and in control of whatever it is. And the lilies is about truth. It's about purity, a clean reputation with the moon, a pure reputation, cleaning up your reputation. If I had the broom, maybe, but there's something here about a reputation of being pure of heart, or being a good person, of being somebody who you can someone who can be relied upon. I think you're just understanding that change is constant, and the natural order of things, and you're having acceptance. You're having acceptance for something. But I can't help but feel like it's also romantic, because I've got this moon here, and I've got the ring, and it just feels like the status is important. You're thinking about status, what that means. There could be a change in status having to do with this emperor. Yeah, I don't know. There's something here about maybe changing a status within a relationship, whether it be like moving to the next level, or because the lilies is about time too. It's about memories, especially with the moon. There's like nostalgia. So it could be about just the evolution of something, the change of like what is now. And it could be helpful in the situation, like it's being left out in the cold, and then something suddenly comes in, some spirit steps in suddenly. The burden is taken away, and this divine union, this celebrated partnership of some kind, is a commitment. It's not just a physical commitment, it would be a spiritual one as well. I think there's something here about time and waiting, because I have that lily and the moon, and then I have the 4 of Cups in the near future. And it's a progression from the 3 to the 4. So from friends to lovers, being impatient with that, or not being able to see when things are going to actually get off the ground. I feel like you want to give to this situation, but you're being held back in some sort of way. The Rider's about flirting as well, and taking action on messages, on ideas, on new beginnings, a journey. So trying to start something off, and knowing that there's some sort of, it's as if you're like trying to catch up with how you feel in the real world. And feeling confused about whether or not this is going to go anywhere, if there's going to be a change. I do, okay, so I have the 3, the 4, and the 5 in progression. The 8 is out of order, but we'll get to that in a minute. Of Cups. So, your advice, yeah, to not get caught up in drama, or to keep emotionally stable, to find emotional peace, to make sure that you keep yourself level headed as well as your emotions balanced. That is the solution. That is the key. Also, someone may have to move, because I have the Rider, and I also have the 6 of Swords, which is about movement as well. And a partner might have to move. That's what I'm thinking. It doesn't have to be a physical move, but there has to be some movement of some kind, whether emotional, thinking, or otherwise. But it could be, because of the key being there, could be about a physical move. What other people are thinking. I don't think that other people are even aware of this. I mean, they might see you as being happy about this situation, but your block, your full happiness is being blocked. Like, I don't know if it's that you're trying to keep things personal, intimate, private, because I do have that Clover in the 4th, and that's a private house as well, so a personal house. So, and it's the lowest on the chart, so it's hidden. There's something secretive or unforeseen, or shrouded. You're trying not to show your emotions about something to other people. Other people are picking up on that you have this kind of, I don't know, it's like you're not proud, but there's excitement below the surface. Maybe others are not understanding exactly, they're blocked from understanding exactly what's going on, because it's an intentional thing. I don't know. They might see that you getting exactly what you want and having your victory and your homecoming in some sort of way, your being revered for this, like, will be challenging or difficult in some sort of way. Maybe they feel like the situation is kind of a lost cause, maybe because of the challenges of the distance, or because the mountain can be about distance, it can be about time, it can be about difficulty, it can also be about peaks. So you might be withholding like not trying to show exactly how what you've overcome. Like, they see you as still having one more mountain to get over. Basically, that you haven't quite got your victory prance, but you can see that you're shining about it. Like, it's hard to hold back the excitement or how you feel about this situation, even though it's still got some hurdles to overcome. Okay. What you're fearing that you'll have to walk away from something because it's not going to emotionally fulfill you, that there'll be something that's missing, that maybe you'll lose your own personal power in a situation, I say personal power because the eighth house can be about, I feel like this is connected here. That you'll have to go at it alone and give up on waiting for things to be satisfactory. Okay? And that can be, you're worried about the emotional drain that this situation is having. I see that moon there. That it's an eclipse actually. You might fear that you might have to release something having to do with love, a relationship, because of the emotional drain of the situation and just not being able to, not feeling fulfilled, not feeling like it's ever going to be what you want it to be. But you're also afraid that somebody's going to steal some sort of partnership away from you. Somebody's taking something that you care about, something you might yeah, it's about sharing what is to be shared. I feel like you don't want this person, you want this person all to yourself in some sort of way. Like, I think that there's this, like, in-between limbo state. Like, their attention isn't all on you. Yeah, there's something here about divine love, divine partnership, soulmates, because this heart is landed in the ninth. You're afraid you're going to have to walk away from something because some aspect of it is not going to be fulfilling, or the timing of it is not going to work out for you, or because you're thinking about, like we said earlier, you're thinking about changes and control and the timing of things, the cycles of things, the truth about destiny almost, you know. Something is precious to you. I see the mouse like next to the heart. I mean, I know it can be like somebody stealing away somebody that you care about, but it's also giving me like a precious thing, like I don't want to let this go, so I don't know. It's like a constant nagging on your heart. It's annoying. It's like, I just want to experience this. I just want to feel the fullness of this. And that's what you're hoping for, and you're afraid that you're not going to, or that it's going to be emotionally challenging or draining in some sort of way. The outcome. I see that you can trust something, the reputation of something in the situation. The status here, there's a loyalty. There's a friend. There's like a howling at the moon. It's like distance. I feel like there's something about this person where there's something about the moon. Like, it's so weird that the dog is looking at the moon over there, and it's as if it's like calling, something is calling out to it, like it can. I mean, mean, why do they howl at the moon? I don't even remember. I guess it's wolf, so something about wolves could be significant. Wolves. What else? I mean, if it was a friend circle issue involving this situation, gossip, there might be a loss of a few friends. The friends, for some reason, are not coming out that great. Or maybe the outcome is there's some loss for this friend who is loyal, right? But love is remaining. There is a love that is, those two cups are what I'm seeing in that Five of Cups. So it's like a reputation of love. There's loss that got to, there's a sacrifice of something. Whether it's a sacrifice of a friend, or the sacrifice of some loyalty to somebody, or it doesn't matter if it's you or the other person or persons involved. But also there's this crying out to the moon. It's like a yearning. It's like you're calling out to the unknown, a yearning and a cry out to the universe almost. Whoever this is a person that's loyal and true. The lilies and the moon. Truth, a reputation of truth, and also being recognized for being good. And the dog is about loyalty and trust, and the bond that we have with the relationship that we can rely on, with everything. This is a relationship that might be going through some existential challenges. I can't talk. There's something here about other people maybe not happy for you, putting blocks up for you. Other people might not necessarily understand. Yeah, there just might not be. There's judgment in reverse. There's petty judgments. I feel like it's little jokes or jabs, and it's biased. There's something about biasness or some kind of breadcrumbing. I don't know what it is. It's weird. But I do think that whatever this outcome is, that there's like this securing the progression or the movement of something. I don't know if this will end up in a love story type scenario or what, but it does say that there is some sort of securing of a situation that you can trust, or that is super reliable, that is long term, that will stand the test of time, and there's movement and progress within this. So there's advancement. It might be a struggle because of whatever existential circumstances, but there is advancement in something. There is movement, progression, rising up above as well. So, all right, let me just go through the houses quickly because I think this one's going to be a long video. I have that first house of self. So you're a very spiritual thinker. You're very, you might think a lot. You might actually be burdening your brain with a lot of thought. You might be feeling like you're at I want to say crossroads. I don't have the path, obviously. But I feel like you might be at a crossroads with something. Your skills, your talents, your resources, what you value. There's something here about you're valuing a relationship, a bond, some kind of union of either with friends. This year will be a lot about your circle of friends. It will be about the commitment you have to other people. This can also talk about a marriage. So you could be getting married within the year. Or that's what you value. You value the commitment. You value your commitments. You value your commitments to your talents, to your friends, to your resources. You know, making sure that your promises, you're upholding your promises to friends as well. This will be a year that you really come through for friends. I'm not sure they will always come through for you, but if I'm reading this, whatever person needed to hear that there would be a loss of a few friends, I believe you will be gaining some sort of relationship or some sort of group. You'll be holding your close circle, is what I'm saying. You'll still have people you can rely on. Your local environment, the changes to your local environment in terms of like local local government, there'll be like, it'll be more peaceful because of these changes. I don't know if it's that there's like a night watch installed, or you know, like a community of people that get together to make sure that everything is under control, and they change things for the better, make things more peaceful, or safer at night. You could be also ending some sort of reputation of leadership, or changing the way you handle certain business matters within, or maybe it's like changes that you because the moon can be about beauty as well. At least I see it as being like admired for your being seen, you know, being seen as a peaceful person. So this could be about like local meditation shops, quiet places, having the place itself, your neighborhood having a reputation for being peaceful and being a good place to live. And the emperor is like very Aryan, right? He's assertive, right? So he's asserting it's like I'm asserting my dominance in a healthy way, in a controlled way. This can be about an occult leader as well. I think your neighborhood, you'll be able to get a peaceful night's sleep. That's odd, random thing coming through. So siblings, cousins, what else? How you communicate will be changing. You'll be more assertive and more emotionally balanced for sure. And how you communicate, other people will see you. You actually might become a local celebrity of some kind. Popularity is on the rise, and people have a really good opinion of you. You have a mysterious quality to you in your neighborhood that people are seeing you in a positive light. They might slightly fear you, I'm not gonna lie, because there is this dominance with the Emperor, and the Scorpio card is like that scary, mysterious kind of hidden energy. So you might actually find a peaceful spot in your neighborhood where you can hang out at night and reflect and kind of gather your thoughts. All right, so let's move on. Fourth house. Something is not going to be balanced within the home and the family sector. It could be about money. It doesn't have to be throughout the entire year, but I feel like there might be a little bit of unfairness having to do with someone that you live with and their financial situation, or somebody is I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to get some cards on it. Can I have clarity on the Justice in Reverse? All right. We've got Temperance in reverse. Yeah, definitely a lack of balance. A lack of balance, not being able to heal a situation, not being able to alchemize. Someone is being unfair and you're trying to be patient, but there's a lack of patience about money. There's a lack of... It's about like where the money's gonna go. I need another card. One more card for... Whoop. Okay, we got 3. Okay, here's that 6 of clubs again. This time it's in the upright. In the time of Aries, or involving an Aries, there is some sort of choice that will lead to some sort of homecoming victory, being seen by others in a positive light. Or being seen by the world in some sort of way. Aries is like the beginning, right? It's like the I'm in control. I'm starting this. I'm I'm go-getter. I'm doing it. And then the Lovers, there's a lack of patience and a lack of balance financially that might be causing some issues with the home and the family. There's a selfishness here, but there's also somebody else or another energy in the mix coming into the mix. And that is going to change how things are seen and looked at by other people in your family, or the home and family life will get much better once there is this new start, this new choice. Things will level out maybe by the time of between Aries and Gemini. So after winter, um, spring, spring through the to the summer. That's when things change. You could be moving in with a lover. This is something that is being celebrated. That's so funny though, because what you're not aware of, the imbalance and the inability to be patient about something that's unforeseen, or but it's still lucky. And then there is a movement in love, or in because of a choice to start something new that is going to be celebrated. So, but other people are not. Maybe, yeah, shared resources are not being seen as being victorious right now because of blockages, or other people are thinking that this isn't going to happen, that this is like they hope for it to happen, but they don't know when it's going to happen. Or they may not be celebrating you, but you're happy about this. There's some kind of difficulty with that. The scales are the balance, and then there's this like pouring of emotions. So it's between keeping a level head, doing what's right, and also the impatience of a situation. So more financial balance and more emotional balance is needed in order to make this situation, unforeseen or lucky situation, there's a change. And the clover is like the first sign of, like, spring, right? When they come back. One of the first signs, I think. Little grass, little bit of green. So, I don't know. Here's an arrow, and here's another arrow. It's like there's plans. The seed is planted. There's plans. There's some sort of luck, though, in waiting. I don't know. She's bowing down to him with a crown on her head. He doesn't have a crown. Oh, he's placing a crown on her head. He's giving her his crown. There's a sharing of, like, something. A sharing of space. I'm gonna leave it and move on. 4, 5. Creatively, you could be scrapping something because of being overly critical, just completely tossing something out of your work. You might be frustrated. You might be like burnt out with something because it isn't working out in some sort of way. Romantically, also, this could be like somebody getting a little bit fresh with you because they are feeling like you're not coming correct in some sort of way. Or you could be feeling like they are being savvy in a way that you don't, that might be a little bit harsh. They could feel, or you could feel that someone else romantically is like emotionally shut down completely at some point, but that's getting cut away. That's a defense mechanism, I think. All right, so 6th house, health. Mental health, important. See somebody, talk to somebody if you need to. It's a confusing time for you during, I don't know, leading up until about June, so Gemini season. I feel like it will be kind of still, there'll be some confusion, there'll be some struggles. You might feel distracted by friends. Maybe they're confusing you. Maybe you're feeling like you're not sure what you want to do about a situation. It's causing you some depression or anxiety. Yeah, there's something here about having options as well. So you could have options that, or other people are maybe, friends might be tempting you in some sort of way to join in on the fun. That's another thing. Fun, work-life balance, and home life balance. There's gonna be like, fun is gonna be hard. There's gonna be a lot of responsibility and trying to keep things level-headed or even keeled. But yeah, but 6th house, routine. It's just like somebody's wants to add more to your plate, and you're like, I don't know if I can handle anymore right now, or I'm very distracted by everything else that's going on in my life. But it's like you're hesitant. There's a hesitancy. Maybe other people in your life need help with something, or like you want to help somebody, but you're like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have the time in the day. I'll have to check my schedule. Things are also up in the air, so it's not as cut and dry. So there's a lot of emotional kind of, you're emotionally trying to withdraw. It's like you want alone time. You want to be by yourself. You want to do what's good for you also. So anybody who's trying to maybe influence you in some sort of way, or infringe upon what you're feeling or what you're wanting to, the timing of stuff. you probably want to be in control of that more. Um, at least that's what's coming up here. So yeah, I feel like you're passing up certain things. Um, you're working extra hard, and it might be like overwhelming. You might be overwhelmed with emotion or underwhelmed by like, oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? There's stress here, but it's because you haven't been feeling like you're getting what you were desiring, or what you're longing for. I think that's what it is, or I don't know. You're like over a lot of stuff, but at the same time, you like want to engage, or you're trying to find the time in your schedule to engage, but you're confused or depressed about something. Um, Things get cleared up though eventually. Your relationships, movement, and that is the solution. Someone moving closer to you, you moving closer to somebody else. Um, Aries is about starting things and movement, and the Six of Wands is about coming back home. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, there's something being balanced out, and um, with some sort of movement out of tumultuousness or chaos into calmer waters. Emotional balance is coming from this solution, this movement, something like that, within relationships and partnerships of any kind. So, um, yeah, just keeping away from any kind of chaotic situations in work, partnerships, choosing balance and peace, I guess. In the eighth house, um, psychologically, maybe feeling like you're being blocked from getting the recognition that you deserve. You might feel like there's, I don't know, that you're not being appreciated enough by others, that you're not being seen as somebody who is valued by other people. For what you do, what you've done. Also, there could be a secret that you want to share with others, but you're feeling blocked from sharing that, or there's an obstacle with that. This is also about trying to keep your power in a situation, um, not giving away your power to others by sharing some milestone, or I don't know. This could be seen by others in a very drastic kind of light. There's something here about other people's other people not sharing the same victory that you do in a matter, or not feeling welcomed by others, um, feeling blocked by I need another coffee. It's getting late. A major change. Some kind of homecoming, is delayed. Some kind of being celebrated for your success in a situation is being delayed because of distance. There's a block. And that might be causing some psychological turbulence, feeling restricted. Also, it's kind of a mysterious house, right? It's like you might be winning something in some sort of way, but you can't share it for some reason. Yeah, and this is also other people's resources. So, like, being alone in some sort of victory, feeling alone, isolated, like people aren't helping, or there isn't as much for people to invest in a situation that would help move things along and relieve this kind of blockage of some kind. So there's like a blockage with that. Like, I don't know, you feel held back from being able to brag about something or something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because other people would not appreciate this success for you that are in your surroundings. Could be the friend circle, that person, because there's disbalance at home. Maybe not everybody's happy at home, so you're just trying to keep this victory to yourself in order to I don't know, appease others, or don't want to, pressure other people. I don't know. Interesting. In the ninth house, yeah, spiritually, you're feeling called to, like, let go of what emotionally doesn't serve you. You're letting go of values that don't emotionally uplift you anymore. Anything that doesn't feel right in your heart space, anything that's taking away from your heart space, from you being fully satisfied and enjoying life, I think, right? Yeah, this is like a big step for you. This is a big, yeah, sharing. There's something about sharing what you love, sharing what you care about, and yeah, there's like a gift here. There is some sort of divine blessing. I don't know exactly what it is. I feel like you're walking away from a time that's been really not emotionally great into a time that is emotionally intense or expansive. It's emotionally expansive. Your heart is growing. You were like the Grinch before, man. Um, your heart is expanding. Your heart is growing. Your values maybe have changed, and so therefore you're walking away from what isn't doing it for you anymore. And it could be having to do with, you know, friends, who you unite with, who you commune with, who you share your projects with. I mean, yeah, who you're bonded to, what you're creating is important to you. Opening new doors, possibilities, um, looking out at the world with wider, a wider vision, seeing things bigger, the bigger picture. that there's more fish in the sea. I don't know what the mice is though. It's like a tugging at your heartstrings, but you're walking away towards it. It's not like it's this is in behind. I just feel like something is eclipsed out of your life that allows you to go seek emotional satisfaction. Yeah, heartstrings. Who's That's a Matilda thing, I think. Matilda. Yeah, something. Yeah, like, and in Matilda, right? There's like a family that doesn't understand their daughter. That doesn't. That they're different. They don't go together. I feel like you're finding somebody who you understand, or others that understand you, and that's bringing. It's kind of making your heart skip a beat. I feel like that's what it is with the mouse there. It's taking away the beat. It's like, wow, I didn't know that this could exist. Um, all right, 10th house, reputation. You're being seen as wicked, like loyal and trustworthy, um, and maybe that maybe it's to a fault, or it's like you're being seen as reliable, somebody who shows up for things, um, even when times are tough. I feel like also a friend a friend at work could betray you in some sort of way, or you could lose a friend at work in some sort of way, and or there's a friend at your job. You might be going through a loss of a friend circle, or something, and whatever it is, maybe you and a partner end up teaming up in business as well, because I have this career card next to it with the dream, the star card. So there's like this letting go of some kind of relationships, right? And then there still stands a solid, loving bond that is reliable, trustworthy, and that is also in the house of career, destiny, out in the world, reputation. So maybe you're starting a business with your partner, or will be in the year 2025, or there is something about becoming a pet owner, getting a dog. um, Maybe you feel lonely, you get an animal of some kind or something. I do think it's more of like the friend being there for you, the companion being there for you in general. Like somebody is there for you, or you are there for somebody who you are in your career sector. You have a reputation for being somebody who's maybe a bit melancholy, but also reliable, maybe slightly emotional, but very loving. Wear your heart on your sleeve kind of person. At least that's the way people are starting to see you. I don't know, because then there's this down here. I don't know how that connects. Maybe they're seeing you as too trusting, that you get your heart hurt. You have a reputation for being reliable, but to a fault. I don't know. What is up with that? Yeah, I think it's just a loss of a friend circle in the job, but also starting something with a partner, of some kind, a business partner. It could be a romantic relationship that becomes also business partners. I don't know exactly. 11th house, friends. So we have a lot of friend cards going on in the career house, reputation. Then we have the 11th house of friends, associates, and then we have the Aquarius card. This is like a dream come true. This is also about socializing, the social sphere, right? But it's like a wish come true, securing a dream. There's a lot of healing coming to your world. There's like balance being restored. Um, you have hope now after a time of darkness in terms of your relationships with your coworkers and your friend circle. It's as if you find your shining star, or some kind of, it feels miraculous in some sort of way. Something really positive happens in your social life with a friend. Maybe you secure like a new best friend this year. Um, yeah, someone you can trust, like a diehard, um, your ride or die kind of friend. There's this securing, there's a lot of security and trust here. So I feel like maybe you find that person within the work sphere that's like you can trust, you can rely on, that the relationship builds to you secure something very positive. Also, this is about the future. It's in the future house. Um, and it's also about security. So you somehow secure something long into the future. This is a long-term, very happy, like, I think you're looking for a friend, or you're searching for the right person, the right people to hang out with, to spend time with, and you find that person, and it ends up being something that like really allows you to open up in some sort of way, um, to make the move, like progress in your life in a lot of ways. Because then we have in the 12th, we have this independence card of the Nine of Pentacles. But it's also like what we've worked for has now led us to luxury and self. Yeah, there's some movement here with like independence. So maybe you end up finally getting your home life, your domicile under whatever financial situations, whatever family situations, romantic partners, whatever it is. You end up being able to make moves, make progress, and you're feeling at home and secure within yourself at a very deep level, spiritual level. Your faith in yourself is restored. You might be getting a pet bird. I don't know what that, but birds are messengers from spirit. So I think that you're getting a lot of spiritual experiences, messages. These are destined. These are coming from the divine. So there's, when you feel lonely this year, when you're just about to give up on something, I feel like you'll be getting signs from the other side, that will help guide you. You're securing guidance. You have a great spirit team backing you, even when you're alone. You have spirit with you. Passed on loved ones, maybe. This could be just assigned guides you chose before you came here. There's something very uplifting, like uplifting your spirits. There's ascension, ascension of the spirit. There's something here about also you're getting prepared to share all that you've worked hard for with something or someone special. It's very interesting. It's like you're getting prepared for the next stage, the next cycle, the next lessons. And with the stork there, I don't know. Yeah, this is progress within career, and this is progress that stays for a long time. So this outcome is really good. There goes from a friend that's going through some struggles or troubles, or that you're confused about loyalty in some sort of way. um, you end up making great progress with stability. So you find the stable crew, you find the stability within yourself, within your healing journey, your spiritual journey. um, it looks like there could be love in the mix. I do feel like it's kind of challenging at first if that's the case. If not a love, then a best buddy or really close friend, someone that is a spiritual, like a spiritual bond of some kind. I think that's it, Leo. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thanks for stopping by the nest, and I'll see you soon. Bye.